Welcome to Affiliate Nerd Out special Friday Real Talk edition. My normal companion here, Kristen Evans, is unavailable, so I'm going to be doing this on my own. And theme of the day is gratitude. Every time I go to a conference and get to talk to my peers and friends and enemies and everybody out there that is in this affiliate world, it is just completely uplifting, telling me that I'm doing great work with this podcast and education and things I'm doing for this industry. And it's just so motivating for me to continue on. And I got a lot of questions about, hey, I heard you're quitting this. And ultimately, I was going to take some time off of the podcast and not just light the brand on fire, but I am toning it down ultimately to once or twice a month to interview some folks. But unfortunately, I have a brand new list of 10 people that I invited uh, at the conference that I ran into. And I got 10 people that are coming on board here shortly. Paresh, just love running into him. I didn't get to have any words with Paresh, but I saw him everywhere just connecting people. And I just let him do his thing because that's what Paresh does. So he's going to come on board. Rachel John, Jutes is coming in. Matt Woodward, James Little, Alicia Apollo, David Shapiro, Kelly Hagan, Lavin over at Affinity. I can't remember his last name. Maybe some Tom Crawford too. He had a really good conversation. I didn't get to ask him, but and then Aaron Paul and Wade Tompkins is coming on next week to talk about a recap of PI Live, which I love to do. Just had a really great time and experience, and I'll talk more about that later. But for today, I want to get into that gratitude. Um, I have a goal at every conference that I go to make from my existing acquaintances one really good friend, and from going from nothing, I want to make 10 new acquaintances that I will have hugs and handshakes with at the next conference. So I superseded that dramatically, literally doubled it from my normal intake. And the reason being, like, I had a lot of random people coming up to me that knew me since I've been doing this podcast and been watching from afar, and um, just super cool to meet the people that are watching and know that you're making a difference out there. So um, there's a couple of guys that come to mind to that next level, but I want to talk about those new acquaintances first. These are the people that really stood out in my mind that I met for the first time. And if you're off this list, take no offense, but these are my standouts and like the notes that I had. Priscilla Nunes, um, she came up to me and introduced herself and uh, told me she was Mike Nunes's sister and her study and what she's been doing. And I could tell she's just super passionate nerd like me, and I'm really looking forward to expanding that relationship with her. Chris Edwards, we got to nerd out a little bit about hosting industry, and that was fun. So glad I get to meet you. And Lavin over at Affinity, really cool AI tech that they've got going on. They have like 7 products that are really interesting and tapping into both sides of the market. So I'm going to have him on the podcast and talk more about that, but looking forward to doing that. Wendy Adams, she she caught my eye. She just goes a mile a minute. We only had 5 to 10 minutes in a shortened session of a conversation. She made me laugh. She's passionate. I love it. James Bannerman, just an absolute riot of an individual. Uh, Got to have dinner with him and the Everflow team. Thank you so much for dinner, Everflow. It was really appreciated, and the networking at that table was fantastic. And James Bannerman was a standout. Hope we get to hang out more, man. Cassie Big Game. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And Perchbot loves her positive energy. She's a go getter, and I like what she's doing out there. Alicia, a follow. Loved our sushi time with Sean. It's so good to get to meet you and hang out with you. Mimi Seiler over at eBay, my favorite speed dating table. If you go to a speed dating event, uh, my favorite event at every event, because you get just 3 minutes to spiel out like, hey, is there a connection here? And she was my favorite table of the day. David Shapiro over at affiliate.com. That's going to be a game changing product, and I want to be a part of it. So can't wait to do more with you and have you on the podcast. And then Chelsea Kaufman, love your absolute thirst for knowledge, and I'm glad we had that octopus joke come across. That was fun. Michael Barnett, same goes for you. Just love your thirst for knowledge and your energy and what you're doing in this industry. We had some great hangout session over at Sugar and at dinner. So glad I got to meet you and hang out with you. And I hope you get to 500 LinkedIn connections very quickly. I'm watching you. And then last but not least, there, Matt Woodward. Just a hell of a show. Just really enjoyed everything about PI Live and the experience. And I'm going to go into this much more depth with Wade next week, but just a killer experience. Thank you for having me. The Cabana podcast was a lot of fun and a great idea. Hope we could do it again at another time. And I got to meet you for 15 minutes and hang out, and then you connected me with somebody else and moved on. But like it was really good talking to you and picking your brain a little bit on your career and how you got there. So hope we get to do more together. And then for my new acquaintance turned, industry best friend, essentially, is Sean. Great time hanging out with you again at dinner and sushi, and just getting closer with you was really important to me. And then weirdly enough, like this doesn't happen very often, but Tony Cohn over at Everflow, he's a neighbor in Sacramento, and we instantly hit it off, and we went to that next level very quickly. So I was really impressed by that. He's my new baseball nerd buddy, and really enjoyed our time getting to hang out and get to know each other. So, shout out for best piece of swag out there, Clay Media. They gave me a pickleball paddle. It was on their table. Not a lot of people play pickleball in this industry, and I saw that and they're like, here, just have it. I'm like, okay, great. Also, one more shout out, Dean Seaton. Got to his session at Leanne Johnstone's event of AM leaders, and this was really powerful. A lot of incredible LinkedIn tips that he gave me and the audience there, and I'm going to be going through his course in the future here to amplify my LinkedIn adventure, which I'm well on my way, but he's going to take me to that next level. And for those of you that want to update your LinkedIn profile and get the right information on how to optimize it, he's got some really powerful information out there that you should go check out. So the name again, Dean Seaton, and great guy, funny, great speaker as well. Gratitude, just gotta love the energy out there in the affiliate world. We continue to grow. We're continuing to get better in this industry, and those that are valuing education are coming up to me and talking about getting to that next level is what I'm shooting for, and it's good that I'm making a dent in the world in that capacity. So I'm very grateful that people are seeing value in the stuff that I put out. It has been a long, hard road of a content creator, and it is always heartwarming to see that your hard work is paying off. So that's enough for today. We're going to end it here. Hope you guys all have a great weekend, and look forward to my follow-up coming up later today or tomorrow or Monday. We'll see what we get to, but um, checking out for now. Keep on recruiting and take care.